So I guess for spooky season this year, instead of making things that you guys can do, to celebrate Halloween, I decided to talk about my furry fandom horror stories because I have a lot. Funny enough, a lot of them happened this year. Some of them happened last year, but I didn't have enough experience in the furry fandom to actually get like really bad, like to actually like make it into like a video. I didn't get enough like really bad experiences last year in order to make it into a video. So, but this year, bit different. I've gotten quite a lot. One thing I will say though is that if you're a minor, you probably shouldn't watch this video because I will be talking about some NSFW topics. So if you're a minor, you probably shouldn't watch this video just because I mentioned quite a few NSFW topics. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have any other disclaimers. So yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? I don't think I've told a lot of people about this story, but I was planning on making a video about it when it happened. But I got a note on my DA of someone asking me for a request, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll love to do a request. They requested 11 drawings, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I have school at the moment. I can do a drawing for you, and they're like, oh yeah, but I can't take a limit right now. And I'm like, yeah, well, I have school, so yeah. And they kept pressuring me, like, please draw it. I'm like, dude, this is a fucking request. This should be commission level. You should be commissioning me for these 11 drawings. I'm not going to be doing all of these for requests. Like, fuck off, I'm not getting paid. So yeah, I didn't end up doing it, but yeah, I was pretty pissed. Okay, this really pissed me off. So, and also was kind of creepy in a way. I had posted just a new piece of artwork for Pride Month, and this guy was like, oh, I really like your art, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And then they're like, you could follow me back if you want, because they had followed me, and I was like, okay, cool. And usually that means they want me to follow them back, obviously, and I'm like, I'm not going to follow you back just because you told me to, like, or asked me to. I'm not going to do that. And then they come into my DMs and be like, oh, do you want to be mutuals? It's okay if you don't want to. Hi. And like kept texting me, and I'm like, leave me alone. I didn't say that, but like I just was completely ignoring them. I was ghosting them because they were just making me uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden they go out of their way to find my fucking Telegram, ask, oh, like, do you want to be mutuals? And I'm like, please leave me alone. Like, fuck off. You're after finding my Telegram. Like, dude, leave me alone. Like, please. Like, don't do that. Like, seriously, if you're just constantly begging for someone to be mutual, like, don't do that. Like, that's just not gonna make anyone want to be mutuals with you. Like, don't do that. Alright, so this one, I basically, is by the time I got my account locked for a while, because I told a pedophile defender to go fuck themselves and tell them they're fucking stupid because they contacted the pedophile and the pedophile said, oh no, I didn't do it, without providing any evidence. Like, yeah, of course, they're never just gonna admit it up front, you dumbass. And yeah, they mass reported me and I got my account locked for 14 hours. Thanks, Twitter. Okay, so this one involved my YouTube channel, and it's really, like, this really pissed me off, and it still does. I got a comment on my mental health and furry video with Void Wolf, and someone decided to comment this. Man, I really thought you guys were gonna hit a home run with talking about a lot of the obvious mental health problems with furry fandom, not just small little things about tweets and whatnot. That's whatever, just an FYI for the future. You might actually want to try hitting a home run. I don't know what the perversion in the fandom, in the furry fandom, or the depression, and how about the fact of hiding your face from everyone, social anxiety, not this, hey, don't be mean to people, juvenile, simplistic face volume, mental illness, 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm out. Rude. So fucking rude. And I responded to this person, but the thing is that sometimes, I don't know why this happens, but YouTube will just randomly delete comments, and this was one of them, so you can't find this anymore, but I still have the screenshots. So yeah, because I posted about it on my Twitter. So yeah, because this is how much it pissed me off. So this is my response. Wow, dude, as someone who actively participates in furry Twitter and just the furry fandom in general, I can tell you some of these issues are genuine real issues that I've seen with my own eyes. Yes, we could have covered more aspects, but even some things you said do not hold water. You decided to put on your own expectations on us, and sorry we did not live up to that. After all, we're humans and do things our own way, and sorry I didn't fit the way you wanted me to. If you want to make a video like that, be my guest. I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm proud with what me and Void made and seeing all these things firsthand, and also everyone's experience is different. Especially with like a lot of the things that they were saying, like hiding your face from social anxiety. Actually, no. A lot of furries don't do that. Like, yes, we have like the costumes and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that like if someone has a fursuit, they have a social anxiety. You know, because some people like to dress up for fun, in case you didn't realize that. And like, dressing up in a fursuit is no different than an actor, you know, because you're playing a fucking character. It doesn't automatically mean that someone's, you know, hiding from, you know, a social anxiety. But the perversion in the fandom, yeah, we do have a bit of problems with that. But of course not every fucking furry is like that, but it can be a bit of a problem. Definitely. I'll give you that. I think one more reason why I think it pissed me off more was that it was a collab with Void Wolf, and I found it extremely disrespectful that they had to attack someone else who made the video with me. Like, come at me all you want, but don't come at other people who I've collabed with, because that's just completely disrespectful. Was the time I told people not to say a slur. People were using the ending of raccoon just shortened, you know, after the C, you know, using that shortening instead of rack, and I'm like, please do not use that, because you don't know if someone with a raccoon soda could be a black person, because that's what this slur is used against. It's used against black people, and I'm like, please don't, like, you could be calling, you know, them that, and that's not good, you know. I was like, so can you guys like use like trash panda or like rack, like, you know, just don't use the slur, you know, like that's just wrong. And then people got mad at me, like saying that like, but it is a shortening for raccoon, and I'm like, yeah, but at the same time it's a slur too, so maybe come up with a different shortening, because like you don't know if that person could be a black person and then you're calling them that. And then people got mad at me and called me oversensitive and shit, and it got to the point where people were transphobic towards me and started using she her pronouns and calling me a girl, and I'm like, please fuck off. To the point where I deleted the tweet. Like, I was just like, fuck off, like, you guys are absolute fucking dipshits. Like, the fact that like people decided to be transphobic towards me because I told them not to use a slur, like, Jesus Christ, furry fandom, you have your priorities in a fucking knot. Like, Jesus Christ, your priorities are fucking disgusting. So, in case you guys haven't, you know, watched videos about it, or if you guys are not on Twitter, there's this furry convention going around, and it is not good, especially with the people who are running it and people that are having for a guest of honor. It's not a great convention. I'll link some videos down below for you guys to, you know, educate yourselves on it. But I posted on Twitter, like, a quote retweeted about some guy that has been like sending loads of people messages, like really awful messages on Telegram, and I quote retweeted like, wow, free-for-all is going to be a absolute disgusting mess, especially if they're going to allow people like this to join their convention. I go to sleep, wake up in the morning to this message on Telegram: "Look a double barrel shotgun, you T-slur make motherfucker, and don't forget to pull the trigger to join the 41%. Free-for-all will never be shut down." And then I replied, "Oh, guns, And then they told me to fuck off, N-word, and I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, I got transphobia for just quote retweeting, wow, free-for-all is gonna be shit. Okay, so some more 18 plus. The rest of these stories are gonna be 18 plus. So yeah, this one, yikes. This happened as soon as I opened my AD, which was on my birthday last year. Someone came into my AD. They were over 18, I think they were 21, and they were talking to me, didn't think much of it, until they were like, hey, how about I give you some nudes as a birthday present? And I'm like, I was literally a minor, like, 17 hours ago, like, the fuck? And I deactivated that AD because I got really fucking scared. Like, that was my first fucking interaction, and yeah, I didn't make up AD until, like, 2 weeks after, because that really fucking scared me. So yeah, that was pretty fucking weird and really fucking disgusting, and it made me so uncomfortable. Like, God, you must be some sick fuck. Like, Jesus Christ. I posted a tweet where it was like, I support LGBT, but what the fuck is this? And I put in the Vor flag, and people thought I was kink shaming Vor, which I don't really kink shame, like, at all. Like, I don't really care, as long as it isn't a paraphilia, and as long as, you know, you're safe, you know, you're practicing it safe, you know, because I don't really give a shit, you know, like, you do you, just don't hurt anybody with your kink, and just, you know, play safe, that's it, like, I don't really care. So, people were telling me that I was a kink shamer, when I never said there's anything wrong with Vor at all, you know. It was meant to be, the basis of the joke was to be like, of people who don't know what the flag is, you know, because that's the fucking joke of it, you know. It's like, if you know, you know. Alright, so this one has like a little story behind it. So so this one time I got blocked by somebody as soon as I followed them, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I posted about it on my Twitter, and someone was like, oh, I'll go try talking to them for you, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then they ended up getting blocked for just asking, and I was like, okay. And they just started talking to me, and they were doing like the roleplay shit, and usually I don't really mind it, usually, but this is when it gets into weird territory, when they just go, oops, my diaper is showing, and I just go, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 like, we were just having a nice conversation, and they just bring that in, like, no, like, if you're gonna, like, have a conversation, like, a nice conversation with somebody, and don't make it weird, don't bring your fetishes into it, like, please. And then, I also had people send me nudes. I had somebody send me a video of them enjoying themselves very much, and then I had a very suggestive message underneath that, and then I had someone send me a picture of their bulge. All happened on my main. I wasn't a minor at the time, I was an adult when this stuff happened, but it still made me uncomfortable. Like, don't send me pictures of your eggplants, or your bulgies, or y'all just enjoying yourselves. Like, please stop. Like, no, I don't want to see that. Please stop. Don't send me that shit. I don't want it. Ask for fucking consent. Don't be a fucking weirdo. Thank you. And then we have my worst story that I have, because I did know this person for a while. We were friends. Not anymore, because they're a piece of shit. They did so many other things too, but I just can't mention them here because I don't have screenshots to back up what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I wish I had some of these things screenshotted, because this person deserves to be shit on, because they are absolutely horrible. But anyway, I'm not one to call out names, so I'm not gonna call out who they are. But I will definitely show the screenshots, but I'll have it all, you know, blacked out, so you guys don't know who this person is, just because I don't feel like providing names. I'm just not that type of person to do that. But yeah, I will definitely share what they fucking did. So, this person messaged me, and I wasn't on the best terms with this person, especially because they had done things that I just did not like. So I was just really not wanting to be friends with them anymore. And this was like the last straw, you know? Like, I was definitely not going to take their bullshit after this. So they sent me a message. Hello, I have to say I'm in quite a, well, you know. What? You know. No, I don't. Can you elaborate? Never mind. Dude, aren't I some son of a bitch? No, I'm just confused. You obviously had something to say, so, like, I don't necessarily understand what the context of what that message was. I felt a little, well, you'd be interested in it or not, but I felt a bit peckish. Hungry? Well, in a way, yes. come on, I'm just looking for some forward edginess. As in, well, as we're both officially adults, I was wondering, don't you have a boyfriend? Well, yes. Don't you think it's a little, I don't know, hindering to your relationship? I don't know. It's a new thing to talk about, so I don't really know. I'm sorry. Dude, don't do that again. I'm serious. Also, I'm not into vor. I didn't mean that. Then what? Not vor. I'm not into it either. Oh, then what did you mean? The other thing. I'm so sorry. I didn't think. But, like, what did you mean? You need to be fucking clear. I was a little frisky earlier on, and me and my boy was asleep. I'm sorry. So sex, was that it? I suppose so. Dude, are you serious? I'm sorry, I really am. No, dude, I'm sorry, but like, that's just not on. That's not okay. What can I do? Because I'm in remorse right now. You can leave me the fuck alone. They wanted to erotic roleplay with me because their boyfriend was asleep. I was just used as a fucking object. Go fuck yourself. I would have been totally okay if they just said, instead of stringing me along, just said, hey, do you want to do erotic roleplay? I could have just said no. But they didn't. They would just string me along. Like, dude, fuck off. Like, don't ever fucking do that to me again. And also, I had a nightmare after that happened because I felt so fucking uncomfortable, and it was just absolutely disgusting. And I got really fucking upset over that, and I will never forgive them for that. And also, just everything else they did was just absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, they're just a terrible, terrible person. So, yeah, those are my furry fandom horror stories. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, yeah, if you guys want to watch more videos from me, you guys can click that subscribe button, and I'm hoping to upload every week, but we don't know that because I'm in college right now, so that may change, but I hope not, because I love making videos for you guys. Anyway, so with that out of the way, I got nothing else. I'll see you guys later.
You never see it coming.